Good afternoon, it's Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Tier 9 Black. Had to think about what I was actually reading for a minute. Going over the matchmaking, we're looking at an enemy Missouri, Lion, Alsace, a Buffalo, another Black, and a Kitakaze. This is the arms race version of ranked, and we're going to go on ahead and kick this off. And right off the bat, we get a lot of really good quality items that you would really want to see here. And that's going to encourage me to play a little aggressive. My objective, this is an actual replay, not OBS, is to actually try to pick this guy up. If we pick up this heal, that gives us an additional heal plus additional reload. Those are two of the critical ones that, you know, can really start to turn tides as you stack these things. My team, go over my team's composition. We've got an Iowa, Jean Bart, Missouri, or Musashi, St. Louis, myself, and the Kitakaze. I am the only radar for my team, so I need to kind of play around that. And, you know, as much as possible, I've only got 4 radars. I need to make sure that I punish some of these DDs as heavily as possible, ideally by letting my teammates also shoot at them. You know, we do have a St. Louis. I do feel that they have a better team composition. They've got, you know, 3 radars to our 1, and our 1 radar is, you know, basically a DD radar, so it's a little sketchy. Now, this is kind of a crazy move, and it almost gets me. But I'm sitting here, and I'm basically trying to sanitize the area before I push in to try to pick up this heal. And I get radar detected here briefly. I was kind of thinking it was gonna be the Black, but no, it's the Buffalo that's pushed up this aggressive. And you know, this is gonna be an issue. I can't close in anymore because you know, it's just gonna be bad. And this game starts out as a bloodbath. I've got half their team shooting at me, more than half, and you know, but my battleships pulled through, and you know, that cruiser basically had suicided trying to kill me. The Alsace walks into 2 of my torps, and we're about ready to pick up 1 repair consumable. Now this is kind of aggressive here, but if I can pick up this repair consumable, I believe the way that it works, and I'll have to check it now. Can I? Damn it, I can't actually see myself. But I believe that if you are the one that captures the point, you basically get, you know, 2 helpings of whatever it was that you capped. Black torps without torpedo acceleration right there. If they would have had torpedo acceleration, those might have hit me. So something to kind of consider about when you're playing Black. If you look 11 kilometers, I am running torpedo acceleration on them, and you can start to see the effect that just one of those repairs is having right now. You know, it's a nice little, it's a trickle, but you're gonna see how this stacks over the course of the game, and it gets kind of crazy. Now, I've got the Kitakaze here, but really I want to be the one to cap this point, because if that happens, you know, that's a lot better for me HP wise. This Alsace is zigging and zagging, and I'm just trying to, you know, kind of line up where I think he might be going. And okay, so I went from, yeah, and that's what he had. That's, if you look at the chat, my Kitakaze, he made a really good call. He basically came right up and stopped close by, so if I got detected or anything, he would be able to help me out in the gunfight. And he basically stood there and let me pick up the double heal. And now look how much, you know, my HP's ticking. It's really going up there now. So that was a really good move on that guy's part. I didn't actually see that part in the chat. I wish I could go back and compliment the guy. That is showing a lot of thought right there. I do have a battleship pushing us. Normally I would not do this, but all of our DDs are here. We don't have any real support. Unfortunately, our Kitakaze gets torped, and I finish off their Alsace, and but I know that we've got, you know, 2 other DDs that are probably torping me as well. I'm just gonna get moving.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
So, and I mean, really, one of the things to look at as this game plays is, you saw how low I was from the get-go. I'm just playing, you know, pretty cautious here, and just letting the HP just come back in. I mean, at this point with triple heals, I'm looking at, you know, potentially, you know, being at half HP. And you compare that to some of the enemy DDs, they haven't had, you know, as much healing as I have. It's starting to, you're starting to see the effects of attrition. And, you know, again, here this Kitakaze probably could have killed me, but he's shooting AP. I just turned away and angled. He's still shooting AP. They're black. This guy, you know, he did most of the damage to me right here. The Kitakaze at this point is just pretty much bouncing. And as soon as my smoke comes up, I'm just going to completely disengage. I just left Black's radar range, so just gonna go on ahead and smoke up.
Problem solved, sir.
And I mean, like a freaking cockroach, just watch my HP. Get a couple extra hits on this Black. Now I know that both of their DDs are low now. They do have, I think, 1 repair consumable compared to my 3. So in a little bit, I should have a window of opportunity. Now, one of the issues I had here, I'm going to type it in chat. It was only really me just fighting those 2 DDs. And, you know, this St. Louis, he basically has come down the 2 line. And, you know, it's questionable, you know, how good that play was, since we should have been able to pick up one of those DD kills, at least one of them with a cruiser there going that long, but it just didn't happen.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Kitakaze left his smoke, and my Musashi's able to finish him off.
enemy destroyer foundered.
Black torpedoes are so nasty. For those that don't know, I run torpedo acceleration, torpedo acceleration on them, simply because it knocks almost a full second off the reaction time. With the way the numbers work, the slower the torpedoes, the better the buff to. I'm gonna go on ahead and pause this here because I want to talk about this move I make to kind of close out the game. But they knock almost a full second off the reaction time, and it really turns them into just a torpedo that's absolutely lethal if you catch ships that are either sitting still or especially if they're pushing into you. They just appear right in their face and you're done. And I mean, these things hit like nuclear weapons. So the point of this game was, you know, how Arms Race plays a little different. I was really able to hang in this fight a lot longer than I had right to be, simply because, you know, we got the bonuses, and that I had a teammate that was with it enough to say, hey, my buddy, he's low HP, let's let him cap. And I wish that I would have you know, seen that in the chat. I was more focused on staying alive, and I missed that. So Junpei, you know, thank you. That was, you know, I know this probably wasn't the best game for you, but that action that you had there showed that you're thinking in the correct manner when you're playing this game mode. So I would definitely like to have you on my team again. Now, getting back to how I'm going to close this game out. I'm low HP, obviously. I don't want to die, although me dying is not really going to throw the game, which is part of the reason why I'm shooting. But the Lion, he's pushing up, and you're going to see me slam on the brakes right here. And this, let me zoom back in. This is what I'm looking for. Give me my cursor. Come on, there we go. As this Lion starts pushing this way, you're going to see me start to, you know, speed up or slow down in relation to, I basically want to, you know, always be able to shoot him, but basically as he tries to shoot, he's got to try to lead me. He'll hit the mountain. And that's what I'm looking for, to be able to, you know, just free farm this Lion as he pokes around this corner. It's an incredibly powerful tactic. I'm slowing this down a little bit so you can see it in real time, or in slow motion, I should say. And my target is I'm just using AP right on his bow, and I mean, if you look, that's 2K right there. And you know, this is full gun build Fletcher, so you know, that's almost 2700 there. You know, this is you know, incredibly nasty. And my torps are coming in. You know, and I mean, the whole time this guy doesn't have a shot. He's starting to actually be able to, when I can see his guns, I'm gonna have to start speeding up. So, you know, this is what I'm looking at, and this is one of the things that I do.
Destroyed.
I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Hope you learned something. I'll talk to you later.